Hey guys, so going into my garage, I wanted to talk to you about what on earth you should spend your money on. Like anyone to really tell anyone what to do with their money. But I 100% think that you should spend your money on things that will never give you a problem. Now, we've got one of these, a vehicle. No, it's not a Lambo. Uh, it's a Toyota. Toyota. And we have one. We have one. Why do I have one? Why wouldn't I have like two, three, and then also get, say, some other bullshit cars, some fun car and X or Y or Z. And that's because these things are chaos generators, right? They will, not break down when you want them to, right? Especially if you don't buy just a Toyota that's in its like third or fourth or 10th year of its model line. You're asking for trouble. Any vehicle outside of just a solid reliable Toyota or an older Honda, you're asking for trouble. And to me, the ultimate luxury is having your life not interfered with just because of material possessions. Okay? Another item that I love, we bought them like many years ago now, stainless steel pots and pans. With the non-stick stuff, they're cheap and cheerful, but they often end up, warping and the coating coming off, and they get scratched up over time, the non-stickiness sort of fades. It's just something that you just have to keep replacing, while you get the stainless steel stuff. It's more expensive, but hopefully they outlast you. Cast iron pan, those are cheap. Cast iron pan, I think I got the one that I'm using for steaks now for like, I don't know, $18 or something like that. If you get the things that will serve you well and cause you no problems and no more, you're going to ultimately be wealthy. Not because you spent the money, but because you didn't fill your life with stuff that will cause you problems, that will cause you to have a conniption when it breaks down, messes up your life. Like, I opened up that card the other day, the Infernal Denizen, and I thought it was going to be a fun $3 sort of thing, but it turned into a problem. The card that arrived was not the card I wanted. Now I've got to figure out, blah, 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 blah. I've got to do things to make it good. Now that company, made good as best as they could, but it still took more time out of my day to figure it out. And as much as possible, I'm trying to whittle down the number of things that take my attention, and I do mean that, like, take/steal your attention. And the number of cars you have is just one of those things. And the type of car you have is one of those things. So when at the start of the year, someone offered to actually just straight up give us a car, because we were getting an au pair. It's quite common for au pairs to get a car, and so getting a beta is kind of, the main option that you'd want to do if you were going to give someone from a foreign country your car keys. You'd give them a beta. And so, this was like an older Ford Escape. It still worked. It worked fine, but it's just old, right? About 10 years, something like that. So it wouldn't be perfect, but at the same time, it could probably get around just fine. But ultimately, I decided, no, we wouldn't take it on, because there was no real way for that extra vehicle to solve problems in my life. It's really that simple. The only thing it would do is it would break down, it'll need washing, it'll need maintenance, there's going to be a fender bender, insurance is attached to my other policy, it's going to go up. There's all sorts of ways for it to mess around with my life, and not many ways in which it can help. All right, so yeah, for a lot of families, a second car is going to help from the perspective like one person goes out to work, there's no other car at home. Yeah, I get it. That's just not us. You know, we both work from home, and there are many days of the week, and majority of days a week, where the car doesn't leave the garage. So there's really no need for that second car to like mess up our life, basically. And that's how I think about things in general. Can I get more things? Yes. Can more things improve the quality of my life? I don't know. You have to be very careful about which things you actually pick up. Can you get it? Can you foreseeably get that thing and then it just works from day one and then never cause a problem? You never have to think about replacing it. These are things you should absolutely get today. But don't get it unless you can't afford it. If you can't afford to buy it twice, you can't afford it. Okay? Alright. Your thoughts. Until next time.